be pointing to the single pointer. Now the question is, what value will the pointer to double pointer will hold? Does the double pointer will hold? That is 45. How? If you don't mind, can you answer some simple questions? If it is tough, I will myself will answer. Okay. From this program, from this program, students, are you there? Are you
Yes,
listening?
sir.
Yes. The pointer PTR, the single pointer is referencing to the memory location. Which memory location? 3000.
3000.
Now, the double pointer. Where it is referencing?
4000.
4000. Okay. Logic is okay, right? Any doubts in this? Now, my question is, can you able to say me what is the address of the pointer, single pointer? Yes, exactly. Good. So this is the concept. The thing is, the pointer, single pointer is in the memory location 4000. From there, it is pointing to 3000. Why it is pointing to 3000? To extract the value of n. N 45. So when it extract the value, then the 4000 location will be holding the value 45. Now this pointer to pointer, if it reference to the single pointer in 4000, what value it will extract? It will extract 45. So I will just make this program in a single sequence. Pointer from 4000 location will be where 3000 location. What is there in 3000 location? N. What does the n contains? 45. When it is being pointed, what happens? Second step. So when it is being pointed, what happens? Pointer 4000 will hold the value 45. Now, pointer to pointer, if it points to pointer 4000, what does the value in the pointer here?
45.
45. So now what is the value for pointer to pointer? It is 45. Now, how many variables are there in this program? How many variables are there in this
3
program?
variables.
What are those three variables?
N pointer and double pointer.
N pointer, pointer to pointer. So there are three variables are here. Now another one more question is, which variable plays a double role?
Pointer.
Pointer, yes. Because why? Because see here, this pointer at this first sequence, at this first sequence, at this first sequence, it plays a vital role of pointer variable. Here, at this sequence, it plays a role of pointer and a normal variable, because a normal variable as a pointer, actually in the first sequence only it is acting as a pointer. In the second sequence, when double pointer is referencing, the double pointer is referencing only the pointer as a variable. 4000 in the memory location 4000, we have a variable. What variable we have? Pointer. What does the pointer contains? 45. That's it. So the pointer playing a dual role. At the 3000 memory location, it acts as a pointer variable. In 4000 location, when a double pointer is referencing to it, it acts as a simply a variable. Fine. Can we move on to the next topic or next program?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And the next is pointer to constant objects. So when you take up the previous concepts, starting from the pointer which we have been discussing in the today's class. So what we have been seeing, a pointer is a variable. A pointer values will vary. The pointer values will vary from pointer to pointer, or when it is referencing, the pointer value will be changing. Now, does the pointer have can point only to the variable? What is the role of the pointer in constant? I hope you know the difference between a constant and a variable. A variable keeps changing and a constant remains stable or static. Okay. Now, there are two types of pointer. The pointer which are pointing to a constant object are called as a pointer which cannot change the value they are pointing to. This means that they cannot change the value of the variable whose address they are holding. Actually, why we are coming to this concept is we have to go to the previous example. See here, the pointer from 4000 it is pointing to 3000 and it is referencing the value 45. When it is dereferenced the value, the 45 is being attached with, whereas here in constant object, even though the pointer reference different types of values, its initial value does not change. That is called as a pointer to constant object. That is, the pointer will be pointing to any type of objects, any type of values, but its primary value will not change. Now, what is the syntax for a pointer when it is pointing to constant object? Constant data type and pointer name, or data type constant star pointer name. We will see. Let's move. So, in example, the pointer variable is declared as a constant. We can change the address of such pointer. How? Relocation. But the pointer value cannot be changed. Actually, whenever we are seeing this theoretically, we don't understand. We will directly go to the example. Okay. Can you able to see this program? Wait, I will zoom it. Okay. See here, the same program, simple. I am declaring a variable num with the values 20 and 70. I am declaring a pointer ptr. Okay, so I am assigning a variable num of 0. So actually I am declaring a array function. So here the variable is declared as a array. The array contains two members 20 and 70. Okay, now pointer I am declaring int. I'm declaring the pointer here as a constant pointer. What is the nature of the pointer? The pointer is integer. So and also it is a constant type. So unary star ptr is an integer. Basically it is defined as it is declared as a constant. Okay, now pointer equal to ampersand variable of 0. So what does it points to? It points to it should point to where it should point to? It should point to 20. Then again pointer plus plus. If you increment the pointer, it has to point to 70. If you increment the pointer, it has to point to 70. And in mid of the program, they are given some star pointer equal to 30. What is that star pointer equal to 30? This is the constant value of the pointer. We have declared constant pointer. So here we are directly declaring the pointer as. Can we type this program?
Yes, sir.
That will be better. If it is possible, I'll just make a, or it is already typed. How do you feel? Whether we can type or we can just execute. It's better. We will execute in the lab. That will be better. See here, if this line is not given, what will happen? Can anyone say me? If the line is not given here, what will happen? Nothing is going to be changed. But the thing is, here they have given star pointer. That is a unary operator followed by the pointer is a constant. So I am directly declaring a variable 30 here. Now, if I assign 20 or 70 there, it won't take. That is what they are saying, that pointer, if it is declared as a constant, its value will not change, because here we are having the pointer. Here in this program, I am using a variable number. This number has two values and this number is reference to pointer. Even though this number is reference to pointer, it has no effect. Why? Because the pointer here, the pointer used in this program is already declared as a constant. When we are declaring a pointer as a constant, it should have only one value, unique value. So even if you try to change, it cannot be changed. That is a fact. Only one thing, one difference you have to do is, while declaring the pointer, you have to add one more keyword, constant. Once if you add the constant, what happens? It will not change. Now, constant pointers. So we will see the definition for constant pointers. So basically, what is a constant pointer? Whose address will not change. That is called as a constant pointer. This means that there is a pointer which points to a variable. If you try to point to the pointer, So, what is the integer? What is the general form for constant pointers? The general form for constant pointer is please note down this general format, pa. Kindly note down this general format, pa. Have you noted down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, pa. One second. So int star constant pointer and variable. Either we can declare the pointer as constant. I have to modify here. I will just translate this. One second. Constant int pointer or int star constant pointer. So both the ways we can able to declare. That is the concept here. Now we will continue. The next is null pointer. What is this null pointer? If a pointer is pointing to a value 0, then it is called as a null pointer. So the null pointer is, it is a pointer which is pointing to nothing. It won't point to anything. It means what? It doesn't contain any address. It does not contain any address. Then it becomes the null pointer. So the general structure of null pointer is data type pointer underscore variable is 0 or null. Then the next is size of the pointer. So as we seen that we can give a character, integer, float, long int, double. So what is the basic size of a character in determining the pointer is 4. Integer 4, float 4, long integer also 4. So the size of the pointer minimum rises in all the variables as 4. Then the next is, we will move on to example. So this program is an example for which gives you null. Then we come across pointer arithmetic. So what do you mean by pointer arithmetic? So what are all the operations that can be performed using a pointer? First operation is incrementing a pointer. So how a pointer can be incremented? Whenever a pointer variable, whenever we have a pointer variable which has multiple values, It can be, the pointer can be referenced or the pointer can be incremented after the value has been dereferenced by the pointer. Thing is, again I have to work out. Shall I work out here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So initially the pointer will be referencing to a of 1. Then after referencing, value, pointer gets incremented. Then again the pointer, now it will be pointing to a of, what is a of 0? A of 0 is 1 and a of 1 is 2. Then again the value is, dereferenced. The value is dereferenced. Then again the pointer gets incremented. Pointer dereferenced. Dereference the value. It dereference the value of 1. That is 2. Then after dereferencing, the pointer gets incremented. The pointer gets incremented. Then again the pointer will be referencing to a of 2. What is a of 2? 3. Then is dereferred. And the final value of pointer here is pointer is the value dereferred from a of 2. That is, in a of 3, a of 2, the value is 3. The from the third memory location, whatever value is being dereferred, that value alone will be stored as a final value of pointer. Now my question is, how many times it is being incremented? If there are, how many times it is being incremented, Pa?
3 times.
2 times.
3 times? 2 or 3? Is it incremented for 2 times or 3 times?
2 times, right?
Actually, right, it is 2 times. Okay. Now, how many values are there?
3 values.
3 values. How many times it is being incremented?
2 times.
Okay. Now, if there are n values, how many times it will be incremented?
N minus 1.
Yes, absolutely. So please note down. This is an important question, even in exam point of view as well as placement point of view. So if we have n pointer variables, how many times, if I have a pointer variable is being allocated n number of variables, how many times the pointer has to get incremented. The pointer has to get incremented by n minus 1 times. Please note down this. Okay, Appa. Shall we move on to the next concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Appa. So next operation is decrementing a pointer. How to decrement a pointer? So the pointer can be decremented by two types. Decrementing a pointer is one which decreases the number of bytes of its data type. Okay. So the thing is here, the point here, the memory location, I think. Incrementing and decrementing is almost same. Only one thing is here the pointer is being incremented. Here the pointer is being decremented in reverse. Okay. The next is limitations of pointer arithmetic. So what is the drawback? What are the restrictions? What are the limitations of pointer arithmetic? What are the limitations of pointer arithmetic? The first point is addition of two pointers is not allowed. So we cannot able to add two pointers at a time. We cannot point we cannot able to add two pointers at a time. Second is addition of a pointer and an integer is commutative. Addition of a pointer and an integer is commutative. What do you mean by commutative? A plus b equal to b plus a. So if you add a pointer with a number or a number with a pointer, you will be getting the same operation. Then the next is subtraction of two pointers is applicable, but subtraction of two pointers is applicable. How? We have a decrement operator, right? With the help of the decrement operator, we can able to subtract. So we cannot go to addition of two numbers, two pointers, but subtraction of two pointer is applicable. The subtraction of a pointer and an integer is not commutative. Why? Because, for example, you take pointer minus 5. If the pointer is less than 5, what happens? The pointer cannot be represented in negative. So that will be a drawback. So it is not commutative. Only integers can be added to a pointer. See here, the next point itself they are giving integer, in the sense positive integers alone can be added to a pointer. The next point is a pointer variable cannot be assigned a non-address value except 0. Actually, all the pointers should be assigned, and the first stage itself I told you, no, int star IP. If without this unary operator, if you declare pointer, what happens? It won't take. It will become an ordinary operation. Without the ampersand symbol, it should be a pointer variable should be declared only along with the address or 0. Either or true choice. The maximum limit is either you have to assign an address or you have to assign 0. Other than this, you cannot assign anything. Multiplication and division of operators cannot be applied on pointers. Bitwise operator, I hope you know what is bitwise operator. That also cannot be applied on pointers. A pointer and an integer can be subtracted. A pointer and an integer can be added. See here, I just wanted to make you here see. One second. A pointer and integer can be subtracted. Yes, it is available, but the reverse is not possible here. Reverse is not possible. Whereas here, a integer and a pointer and integer can be added. Reverse is possible? Yes. Reverse is possible. You can add any number of integer to a pointer, no problem, because it will be resulting only in positive numbers. Whereas if you are adding a pointer if you are subtracting, if it should not become a negative. That is the limitation. Then the next is void pointer. So what do you mean by a term void pointer? A void pointer is a generic pointer. So now another pointer is a void pointer. What do you mean by a void pointer? So it is also a pointer. It is also a pointer. It can point to any type of object. It can point to any type of object. So void pointer is an empty pointer. It can point to. So what do you mean by void initially? Void means empty. So it can point to any type of object. Any type of object means what are all the objects? Character, int, float, double, long integer, short integer, everything. Okay. Now here I am declaring a pointer. What pointer I am declaring? I am declaring as a void pointer. I am declaring as a void pointer. The void pointer can be anything. Suppose if I am declaring a void pointer, what happens? The empty location will be referenced. The empty location will be referenced. What is that empty location? 65524. It is a default location. So the pointer when it is declared as a void, the pointer when it is declared as a void, what happens? The pointer when it is declared as a void, it will be referencing to the default location. What is the address of the default location? 65524. Okay. The next is a pointer can be assigned to a void pointer also. So we can use the pointer as a simple void pointer. So how? See, you can assign a pointer as a simply a void pointer. So same location it will be referencing. Then the next is relational operations. So what are the relational operation? Initially, what is a relational operation? What can be this relational operation?